Short answer, do not skip any of the other parts to watch Snowball Run. But long answer, I don't see an issue with it. Let's talk about it. So I seen this post on Netflix, and this shit caused so much of an uproar in just the community of JoJo's. I never seen this many JoJo fans get so mad about one thing. But let me tell you about it. So Netflix made a post. It's basically saying you don't have to watch the previous parts of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures in order to watch the new Still Ball Run anime. And a lot of people disagree with that. A lot of people think that's stupid. That's bad advice. You should watch the other parts. You should do your due diligence to read or watch the previous parts of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, because it'll be a disservice to just jump in part 7 and that's just your first JoJo part, because you're gonna be missing some of the things. You're gonna be missing this and missing that. And here's my opinion on it. So I'm yes and no with this, as I say in the beginning of the video. All right, so disclaimer. I will usually say you should not skip any of the JoJo parts. If you really want to invest time into JoJo's and you've been interested in it, and you are really interested in Still Ball Run, I will say do your work and go watch the previous parts of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures before you watch the amazing Still Ball Run. But also, I don't have an issue with you starting with Still Ball Run, because you, by all technicality, do not need the previous JoJo parts to watch Still Ball Run. Still Ball Run is a good middle ground for new JoJo fans, because it's a new part. It's a new universe. You really don't need any of the previous context, because the previous context of how we got here don't even affect Still Ball Run for real. So you don't really technically, technically, you don't really need it to understand Still Ball Run and to understand a lot of things that's going to happen in Still Ball Run, because Still Ball Run explains that to you. But another reason why I also think it's not a bad thing or not a negative thing for new JoJo fans to watch Still Ball Run first is because it's a pipeline. I think if new fans or people who've been interested in JoJo's but never pulled the trigger until Still Ball Run, because they see the hype and they have FOMO, people have FOMO, they don't want to miss out on shit, and they're like, yeah, I want to be a part of the hype, I want to be a part of the conversation. I have no issues with them starting Still Ball Run, because it's going to lead them back eventually to the previous JoJo parts. Nobody watch one JoJo part and don't watch the others. I highly doubt people watch one JoJo part and never watch the other parts. So if somebody watches Still Ball Run, they're going to be hit with questions. They're going to be like, how did we get here? What are the other parts like? What is Phantom Blood like? What did Dio do? How did we get here? What happened in part 4? What happened in part 5? What happened in part 6? What happened in all these other parts? People are going to watch Still Ball Run if they're new JoJo fans, and it's going to trickle down back to the other parts. They're going to be interested in what happened in the other parts, because there's no way they don't. There's no way you can just watch one fucking part of JoJo's and it don't lead back to the other parts. They either stop JoJo's or continue with JoJo's. There's no in between. You don't just watch one part, but like, oh, I like that part, and don't watch the others. That don't happen. So it's going to lead them down to the previous parts anyway. And also, if it's weekly, we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait until next week to get it. If it's bi-weekly, we're going to have to wait 2 weeks to get it. If it's a batch release, we're going to fucking wait until the batch release come out for new episodes. So if they're watching Still Ball Run, they're going to have so much downtime to rewatch the other parts. Another point, I think more eyes on Still Ball Run equals more things for JoJo fans. Let me explain. So, more eyes on Still Ball Run, or more eyes on the new anime part, would be more numbers, higher numbers for Still Ball Run. Not saying you don't get high numbers, but it'll be higher numbers. It will lead to Netflix saying like, oh, people really enjoy JoJo's if they don't fucking know that already. And that will lead to more things being animated. If y'all don't know, Dust Spoke Rohan got animated on Netflix, and that's a side manga. Could you imagine what other things they could animate? It's Still Ball Run get really good numbers from returning JoJo fans and new JoJo fans. That will lead to JoJolion being animated. That will lead to probably more side mangas being animated. So what I'm trying to say is more numbers equals more media for JoJo fans to consume. But yes, overall, throughout this video, what I'm trying to say is, should you skip it? No. But if you're going to skip it, I don't have a issue with you. But I do recommend you go back and rewatch the previous parts from JoJo's in between the downtime of Steel Ball Run. That's my opinion on it. If you disagree or you agree, leave it in the comments below, and I'll see y'all on the next video.